Hey guys, back again. I'm doing a run from the Chernobyl site back to my main base, and I'm gonna pause the game and show some details how I did this. So I'm in Kiev now. I already found a car big enough to carry the weight, and I just saved the game in Kiev. And let's go pick up the other big car. So I got to the site. Just some insight. As you can see, I am using the electric car. My tactic was jump in the electric car, drive up to Kiev, and collect some items to be able to build the KrAZ and then transport the things down. As you can see, the white heads are showing my route where I'm going, and this way I can save some fuel. I always stopped. The white X shows the spots I already looted, so I'm not going to the same spots anymore. I'm gonna delete them later, it's just disturbing on the map, but now it's a nice help where not to go anymore. So my plan is to follow the white signs and then go back to Chelyabinsk or Chelyabinsk as I call it. I'm not sure how to pronunciate it. So my tactics is that I'm picking up the big car. Let's use it. And because it's carrying so much things, I'm just carrying the electric car with me on the way. So let's roll. Where's the first mark? Okay, here. So I'm not bothering going on using the roads. Actually, I'm just trying to save some fuel and go through water and hills and whatever. Of course, where I see it fit, then I'm using the roads because it's a lot faster. But the fuel is the same. So the amount of fuel your car is using is the same if you are driving through rivers or forests or if you are on the road. Only the speed is different as you go. This is a good opportunity. I don't really want to waste any of my bullets, so I'm just dodging this fight. I let the wolf go forward, take some damage. This way my armor is staying intact and I don't have to use any ammunition or repair my weapons later on. So come on, one more round and just leave. Even if they hit me 1 or 2 times, that's no big deal on the steel armor. So let's go. So obviously I run out of fuel, so this is what I'm doing. So you can see I collected a lot of in-game money, and pretty much that's what I'm using. So let's just go to the shop, buy like 2 times. That's fine with me. I get 20,000 more. Well, on the way again. My plan was, because I got a lot of, you can see the load is like 62%, so I can carry a lot more things. So what I did was actually I stopped, I left the big car standing, and with the electric car I was driving around looting stuff, driving it back to the main truck, and then be on my way again. It's really good if you don't want to mess up too much time that you put some things that it's helping you on fast use. Like, let's stop for a second. I use cigarettes and I put some water outside here. Let's put some food as well. this way, and we can be on our way again. So even when you are driving, you don't have to go to your menu. You just push it and you are eating or drinking. If you are smoking a lot, I don't recommend that in real life, but if you do it in game, it's giving you some boost on your energy. So escape, we don't want any fights. And pretty much that's it what I'm doing, just driving. I reached an area on the map where I was looting a lot. I was just stopping with the big car, and yeah, it's a bit a time killer, but just put down everything you have that you don't need for looting one by one, and when you finished, take the electric car, right, and just go with the electric car, loot an area, go back again with the looted stuff. Oh, come on, I don't want to fight, let's skip this. So I skipped the fight, it was like too boring to watch, I guess. So let's see, let's pick up again everything and move. I believe this was the best idea I had, to stop with the big car, go around with the electric car and loot areas, transport it back to the main vehicle, and then on the way again. It's like, if we are looking at it closer, the big car takes like, the KrAZ 255 takes like 35 liters of gasoline, diesel, I'm sorry, for 100 kilometers. So you sure don't wanna loot around with that fuel efficiency. So pretty much because you have to do the way anyway. So don't waste your time and the fuel just for like the run itself. Let's smoke some that I don't have to sleep. Let's eat some during driving. That's not too prohibited, I guess. So let's go more. Such a surprise, I'm out of fuel again. So let's go and get some. So far I used three times the 250k. Let's see how it's going. As you can see, I'm driving through a highly radiated area, but it doesn't really matter because I have some whiskey in my inventory that's really nice, -7 on the radiation. So let's just drink some and be on our way. And actually, don't save the whiskey because the corn and the whiskey doesn't do anything else. So I'm always keeping one greenhouse for the corn, but that's it. So you can make really nice food from it, of course, but the best use, as I noticed, is to use the corn, make some whiskey, and use it against radiation. So as you can see, there are no roads where I'm driving right now. Of course, it's making everything a bit slower, and only the hunger, the thirst, and the energy is going down, but I have a crazy amount of stuff to be able not to care about this thing. So I'm just driving through that I can drive as fuel efficient as it can be. I can find cigarettes and food wherever, so I don't really care about it, but I don't want to waste too much ammunition, and I don't want to waste too much diesel or gasoline for the rides, and this is the most efficient way. Of course, it's taking a longer time, but it helps you to save a lot of stuff that you might need be need later on. So I'm arriving home. This is one of my main bases. I got another one similar to this one. So let's just put down the big car, take the electric car. Okay, this is what we wanted, the nuclear reactor. I got already all three of them here on this base. So now the plan is that I'm making a steel making furnace and just creating enough steel to be able to do the mission for the Bellas. It's here. This is the region I have to reach, Mirny. It's gonna be a long way though. Sorry for the dark screen, but the game follows the day and night periods. So I waited a bit. So this is one of my main bases. I have like 4 greenhouses. I'm only doing potatoes here. I got a lot of stuff collected through the in-game years. You can see the free KrAZ that I've been using. I never used one truck going back and forth. I always used the electric car and then constructed a car. It's not too hard to figure it out. You go on the mechanics page, you check out what are you gonna need to build a car, and actually the hardest part was to put together enough rubber parts and electrical cable. They were hard to find. All the other parts were easy to find. So this is how I did it. The main thing was that use the electric car, drive up to Kiev, construct a car big enough to transport down your stuff. On the way back, stop, leave the big car on one spot and loot around with the electric car. Go back to the big truck. It's gonna take a lot of time, but you can save a lot of fuel and a lot of other resources. And this is how I did it 3 times. Now I'm done. Next time, let's see how to make the steel making furnace. See you guys.